Hey, it's Jordan here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have an absolute time capsule. Now, I'm talking like everything left behind, and it may seem like the owners passed away and the family wanted nothing to do with the house or anything that's left inside. I just got here, took a quick tour, and it is an absolute beauty. You're really gonna love this, so let's get to the video. We're going to be starting today's video off at the side door here. And up the stairs, we will go into the kitchen now. So as I was saying in my intro, there are a lot of things left behind in the house. It was actually pretty overwhelming. So much stuff to look at. And so there's the side door there and the other door that goes into the basement. And we will be checking that out a little bit later in the video. So in this closet here, we had an old flashlight. There were some light bulbs, some tablecloths, and some shoes. And over in this closet, we have a bunch of coats, and there was also a suit jacket in there. And there was some more shoes at the bottom of this closet. So here we have a chest freezer and a mirror, and the hydro was still on in this house, so obviously someone is paying for this, and clearly I have no idea. I actually didn't realize the ceiling was like that until now. So, as you can see with a quick glance of this kitchen, it is pretty outdated, pretty messy. Now, obviously, people have been rummaging through this place, but in the cupboards here, we have some old mineral oil. There's some tape and some glue here, and a bunch of other kind of crafty things. A couple screwdrivers, a couple things of vitamins in there as well. So in here we have some cocoa powder, baking powder, and some bacon bits, which were all pretty much crumbly at this point. Yeah, probably not tasting very well. But anyways, let's check out this stove here. It had a really cool light green color to it, and obviously it was pretty old. There's just so much stuff to show you in the kitchen, but obviously I wasn't going to rummage through everything. But in front of me here we have a car seat and an air conditioner. So I did take a look in the fridge, and there was a lot of things left behind. And it was great that it didn't smell, but of course the power is on. But there was also some things in the fridge that expired in 2022 and as well as 2023. There was some chocolate syrup and some mustard and salad dressings. There's some jam as well. Quite a bit of stuff left in the fridge. There was also a pie in there as well. Now we will go into the freezer, and it was full. And there was some frozen butter. Now, obviously, people are aware that butter is super expensive, so if anyone wants any butter, it's in that freezer. Now we got the microwave there, and there was also a toolbox, some old medications, vitamins, all the dishes, all still there, probably all the pots and pans as well, and the silverware. You got a toaster oven there, and there was also the old radio on the counter there as well. Now, I personally think that the woman who lived here ended up passing away, because I'll show you in a bit. There was something on the wall when she was celebrating her 90th birthday. But a lot of photos on the wall, a lot of portraits, and this house belonged to a Polish family. Now, there's lots of Polish newspapers and magazines scattered throughout the house. A lot of stuff in this living room. We have an old bottle of Coke. And even on the floor, there was an old passport. Check out that carpet. It's like very leafy. And yeah, that Coke bottle was pretty um, indented. So it's been really expired for quite some time. Now, there was this guidebook to Poland, which obviously would be pretty useful going to Poland. So, and over here we have the desk, which was really cool because it still had the ink pen in it. Also, couldn't forget the rotary phone and the memo pad there. So, over here we have a whole bunch of family photos and this rug here that had some poppies on it. Now, in front of me here, we have this wheelchair, and there's some more chairs, some bubble wrap in front of me, and then the light fixture that was literally right above my head. So over here we have a printer and a bunch of other stuff. But here's this really cool old automatic wood heater. Now, I'll check the side of it because I want to see what's there, but I don't do that until after. But here's a good example of the Polish newspaper left behind. And I also couldn't read it, but it was dated from 2011. So that is pretty old. We also have some photos on top of this heater here. And on the wall, we have this souvenir from Mexico. So obviously, they took a trip there, as well as this painting on the wall. Now, the family who lived here were also quite religious, considering they had two popes' pictures on the wall. Now, over here, we have some books and probably some more souvenirs, and this really nice old clock. So this calendar over here was from 2008, but obviously they were here way longer than 2008 considering all the stuff in the fridge was going to expire in 2022, 2023. So this is the 90th birthday certificate of recognition that was from 2005 when she turned 90. So I'm sure by now she's no longer around. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the side of that wood heater because I forgot to do it earlier, but it was definitely something I have never seen before, so it was quite interesting. I have no idea how these things operate. I'm clearly no expert in that. But lots of stuff in the china cabinet here. Probably quite a bit of stuff that is expensive and probably worth a lot. But we're going to go into the living room now. And again, a lot of family photos and a lot of photos on top of the TV stand here. And he has some fake flowers. A lot of VHS tapes. A lot of photo albums underneath the TV as well. We got a walker, and in front of that, we had the toilet assist thing to help you when you are in the bathroom, laundry basket, bags filled with clothes, probably. There was just a lot of stuff in the room. Again, more paintings. There was a clock, and yeah, quite a bit of just everything in this room. And also, like I mentioned before, that's the second picture of the Pope. And there was another photo album on that wall. Pretty sad. And it just kind of makes me really wonder why none of the family members have come and claimed any of this stuff. And there was like a Hot Wheels collection track set, a Canada soccer patch, and some Canadian pennies, which I haven't seen in a really long time. But that is it for the main floor. Now let's go check out the upstairs bedrooms and bathroom. All right, so now we are taking a trip upstairs, and while we do that, you can check out this really old carpet. Now, when we come up the stairs, you can see portraits of the family members on the wall here, one of them being a nurse, a couple black and white and color photos, and as we turn around, we can see some more portraits on the wall, some baby photos, and just the young toddler there. So the first room that we're going to be checking out up here is the bathroom. We have some light green tiles and even wallpaper on the vanity there. And there's another toilet assist thing. And the really old box of Q-tips. I haven't seen a box like that in a really long time. And he's got the tub there, and oh my god, there's even wallpaper on the scale. That's pretty crazy. Same wallpaper. It's just pretty bizarre. And he also had this light that was in the shower. I tried turning the light on, but the light bulb was dead. So that is it for the bathroom. Now we're going to be checking out this other bedroom here. And first thing we'll be showing you is this certificate on this wall here. Now I obviously don't really know exactly what it says because it is in Polish. And you just have that good old wood paneling there and a package that was sent from Poland. So that was pretty cool. Now this bedroom actually has quite a bit of stuff, but I didn't really rummage through all of it. But definitely a lot of religious things on the wall. And a pretty interesting light fixture there. And also a really old portrait of some family member. Now down there was a souvenir from New York and a bunch of other photos. Must have got that on a trip. People that lived here obviously liked traveling a lot. And can't forget the raccoon poop in the corner there. A bunch of dead plants that haven't been watered in quite some time. Now on the dresser, there's a lot of portraits, and I didn't go through all the dresser drawers just because, I don't know, I just didn't really feel like it. But some old suitcases and a bunch of photos on the floor here, quite a bit actually. And on the stand here, there's this really cool old Sony tape recorder. But what's interesting, it was in like a leather case, which I've never seen before. So that was pretty cool. And also this carpeted thing that also had some poppies and some paper flags of Poland on there as well. And beside that, there was this group photo of when they took a bus tour somewhere. And in the closet here, there's a bunch of women's clothing and just a bunch of random stuff on the ground. And lastly, just a photo of some two boys there. Now behind this door, there's like a little deck area. Now, I did try to unlatch the door so I could open it, but for some reason it wouldn't open. But yeah, so this is the backyard. A whole bunch of cars sitting back there, also a barn, but I didn't really find it really too interesting. But I don't really know. I wouldn't really call that like a widow watch, but just a little deck area to hang out on. So now we were going to be going into the last bedroom, and there's another portrait on the wall there. Again, we have some really old wood fake paneling, some more photos on the wall, and also a Polish book, a really cool old vintage record player. Now you don't really see too many of those in really good condition, so that was cool. And not much happening in these drawers. There's just a bunch of cards in there. Now, as for the rest of the room, there was 2 beds, some more photos on the wall, bunch of really old suitcases. Some of the bed frame didn't even look together. Some fake plants. Very outdated room. But on this dresser here, we have some of those curling things, curling rolls, and some feminine products, some jewelry, and in this closet there was some clothing, and in this closet there was just a bunch of clothes left behind in this one as well. I'm really enjoying this house. There's definitely just so much to show and see in this house. I spent probably 2 hours in this house alone. But anyways, that is it for the upstairs. Now let's go check out the basement. Alright, we're making our way down to the basement. Now, I'm going in blind here, so I really didn't know what was down here, and I obviously didn't really know what to expect as well. But the first thing that I saw were these really cool old vintage John Deere snowmobile suits. And I'm pretty sure you could probably get a lot of money for those. Probably really warm as well, considering they don't really make things the way that they used to these days. So that was really interesting to see. I haven't seen anything like that. And then over here we have this big chest freezer, and this family was also into canning, a lot of canning jars and some empty wine bottles and such too. Quite a bit, actually. Now, I did try opening this chest freezer, but it was kind of hard to do with just one hand, but then it also wouldn't open. So I'm sure it was probably filled with a lot of gross, rotting food. Now over here we have some really cool old barrels and this water container that you would kind of see, you know, in movies and such, taking place in like a desert. So that was pretty interesting. I haven't seen anything like that. And we have an empty box of Delissio frozen pizza, and for Americans, that's like DiGiorno for you guys. Now, the things that were wrapped in cardboard were actually vanities that clearly never got installed inside this house. But here we're looking at the old dryer. But yeah, all these brand new vanities just sitting down here in the basement. So I don't know how old those were. I'm sure there was a date, but I didn't really get to see. But yeah, definitely a lot of things left in this basement. But anyways, that is it for this house. I really hope you enjoyed it. So that is it for this abandoned house that was owned by a Polish family. I really hope you enjoyed it. I absolutely really love this house. And if you aren't subscribed to me, please do. It would really mean a lot to me. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Little Taddy. And of course, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.